Hello again and welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the Rural Report. I am your Rural 2IC, and thank you for stopping by and spending a little bit of your time with me. Now, what I want to speak about is something that I see something in common for the non prepping folk, as well as some of the people that are uh, preparing and doing things like that, is there seems to be a common phrase, or maybe not even a phrase, but there's two words that seem to just echo all the time whenever you start to give maybe some advice or answer a question or even ask them a question. It's the same two words that keep popping up. And what are those two words? If only. Now, if you're a little confused, let me give you some examples. Well, why don't you have a little bit more preps and supplies? Well, if only I had more money. Gotcha. Okay. Well, why don't you sign up for some classes and some other things, to learn some of them skills? If only I had more time. There's that if only thing again. Well, why is everything, turning around to where, you're just kind of losing a little bit of interest? If only there were more people around, that had the interest as me and this and that and whatever else. There's that if only again, right? Kind of reminds me of the song in the Wizard of Oz, the if I only had a brain, right? Uh, but it gives you something to kind of consider, little thing to ponder over, if you will. If only. Well, you can sit there and do that as an excuse all you want. Yeah, I mean, we're living in pretty decent times. Uh, Life can be good, bad, indifferent, whatever. And a lot of it's perspective and a lot of it's what you make out of it, right? Some of the most happiest people on the planet are not wealthy by any means. Some of the unhappiest people have a ton of money. So it's not about gauging material, it's not about gauging wealth, it's about quality of life. And you can sit back all you want and you can make excuses. If only I was younger, if only I had more money, if only I had more time, if only I was a little bit healthier, if only I weighed a little bit less, if whatever, you insert whatever excuse you want here. Now, for 95% of that, you can solve. Okay. If only I had more money. Okay. Well, what do we need to do? Are we talking, your goal is you need $1 million a day to prepare? There's a lot of us out there that don't need $1 million a day, and we're pretty set. We're okay. We figured it out. And so you need to set small, attainable goals for yourself. What can you scratch out that you can then use that money towards preparedness? Why go to Starbucks every day and get a $5 large, whatever they're called? I don't know. I don't go to Starbucks. Well, let's go 4 times a week. That's $5 a week right there. Maybe let's go only 3 times a week. That's $10. You just now have $10. Times that over the month, that's $40. Now imagine if you only went twice. You went on Tuesdays and Thursdays and you splurged and you got yourself a Starbucks thing. Well, now that's $15 a week. That's $30 every 2 weeks. That's $60 a month going towards preps. From 0 to 60, that's a pretty big leap. You can buy a lot of stuff for $60, right? Same thing. Well, if only I had more time. What are you doing that, are you performing life-saving surgery every single day of every single minute? Are you doing all sorts of problem solving? Are you solving world hunger? Are you doing things that, if it doesn't absolutely get done? Or can you put down the Candy Crush game for half an hour? Can you figure out a way that you can delegate? Maybe you have a couple of kids or grandkids that sit around and play on the phone or the tablet all day. Maybe have them mow the lawn for you, and maybe mowing the lawn takes 20 minutes. What frees up 20 minutes of your time? What can you do with that 20 minutes? There's a lot into what it is. You can make the excuse or you can problem solve. If you really want to prep, you'll figure it out. There's a lot that goes into this that it doesn't have to necessarily be prepping. It can be anything else. We're humans. We take the path of least resistance. And so therefore, we come up with excuses. They just roll off the top of your head, right? Most people would like to do something that's fun. You know, uh, they would like to go and lounge around in the pool, or they would like to go, play a game, watch a movie, whatever it is that you find fun. They'd rather do that than go do physical hard labor that needs done. And if they can push it off, well, I'll do that tomorrow. Well, you're just creating more headaches. You have to get your stuff done. You need your chores done. You need the things done that needs done. But you can create time. And a lot of people think, well, it's going to take a long time to prep and all that stuff, and I don't have time for that. Well, here's the thing: if you don't have the mindset that bad things happen all over the place, all over the world, at any time to anybody, okay, natural disaster. We're not even talking about the zombie apocalypse or anything along those lines. We're just talking about a really really bad storm, a flood, earthquake, snow, anything along those lines. And we're just talking about 2 3 days. There's a lot of people that would struggle to survive for 2 or 3 days. And the sad part is, most people can live without food and water for 3 days. You can. It's going to be miserable, but you can do it. And there's going to be a lot of people that'll struggle. They don't have the food, they don't have water, they don't have the necessary supplies, skills, and different things in order to do it. For a lot of other preppers, you may not even notice that the power's out or anything's going on in the neighborhood or anything along those lines. And good on you. That's a really good goal to get to. So be careful, okay? When you set out and you look at something, maybe you want to upgrade your firearm. Maybe you want to sign up for a medical class. Maybe you want to buy some property and have some land. Maybe you want to do something, but you're just not educated in that. Maybe you want to butcher some animals, but you don't know how. And so, because of that ignorance, you don't know how to do it, it gives you that excuse. Well, I don't know how to do it. I'm not going to get into it. Challenge yourself. Take what if out. Take it all the way out of the equation. Don't even have it in your vocabulary when you're trying to do a challenge. Take what if out. What if has its purposes, okay? But take it out when you are trying to achieve something. Challenge yourself. Small, attainable goals lead to huge, successful outcomes if you're willing to do it. There's a lot of times, especially when we're talking about small, attainable goals, $5, 5 minutes, things like that, it's really small. It's insignificant, right? It's one of those ones for a lot of people. If you had your best friend or maybe a sibling or something along those lines come and hit you up for $5, you wouldn't think twice. Here, there you go. And there's a lot of times you wouldn't even ask for it back. Just here, take it. It's $5. If somebody really, really needed your help desperately, maybe it was your kid or your grandkid, they needed 5 minutes of your time, you wouldn't think twice. Sure, it's 5 minutes. No big deal. So why can't you carve out 5 minutes as something to do with preparedness? Is it not that important to you? Because if it's not that important, then what are you doing? You know, you can figure it out. You can figure out how to manipulate a few things and change a few things and cut a coupon or do a little change to something, and you can come up with $5 extra. You can wake up 5 minutes early, and you can do a lot small attainable goals, and you can round it all out. So If you go, I need more money, I need more time, I need to lose weight, that's all your what ifs. Wake up a little early. Now you got a little extra time. Use that extra time to make coffee. Well, while the coffee's brewing, use that time to work out. You are doing small, attainable goals to save money, exercise, and you've just carved out a little bit of extra time that you're doing a lot. Okay? Just that extra few minutes saves you time, money, and you're getting in better shape. And I know there's going to be people out there, well, you're not going to get in shape over a 5-minute workout. You're going to get in better shape than if you're sitting on the couch not doing anything for those 5 minutes. Okay? Small, attainable goals. Trust me, you keep at it after a little while, you're going to start waking up 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's going to grow. And as it grows, it's not going to become a chore. It's going to be one of those things that you look forward to it. It's going to be that time that when you miss it, you oversleep or something. It's going to throw your whole day off. Man, I didn't get to work out today. I'm a little stiff, a little sore, you know. It's really one of those things. Prepping is not about gear, it's not about supplies, it's not about a lot of what people think it is. It's about a mindset. And if you're not in the right mindset, then it's almost like you're putting on a show or something along those lines. Yeah, you need stuff. Yeah, it's helpful to have some things. But if you're not in the right mindset, it's not there, right? And we can go into a whole bunch of analogies and get way off course, but we've made a long enough video, and I think you get the point so far. So we're going to cut this one out for now. Maybe we'll come back and revisit it, but cut that out, okay? When you see something and you're trying to obtain an objective, you have something in mind, you have a goal. What do you need to do to get to that point? And if you catch yourself saying, if only I had, stop right there. Tell yourself no. Figure out, what do I need to do? What small little change can I do to work my way up to getting that goal? And you will get it. So I hope you got a little bit of something out of this, maybe a little substance. Maybe I provided some entertainment, right? Do all the fun YouTube things, the bell, the icon of the little thumbs up thing, subscribe, all the stuff. You know what's going on. You're not new to YouTube. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you have a blessed day. Stay tuned because there's definitely more information to come. And with that, I want to remind you, remain united because we're all prepping in this together.